of this Tuesday.
And we're back to the show. Cool 96.9 FM. Morning show. Kemi Smalls, Manny, and the lifted guys from Big Brother. So Ifu and Leo in the house. We're having an interesting conversation off the radio and taking a couple of questions off Twitter as well. So I was asking right before we came back on Twitter, Friday Free Boy says, please ask Leo and Ifu what their saddest moments were in the house.
I think for me it was when Princess left, because we were actually getting closer and had just lost the head of house task. I think it was the second time or the third time in a row, and I felt like if I had won, I was definitely going to save Prito, you know, because I felt like she was like an ally and maybe a true friend that I had in the house. So it didn't really hit me when she left, but then when I went to my quarters, because I stayed up until I left, I broke down. I was crying, you know, and I blamed myself. I think I even had a conversation with Biggie about that, and I blamed myself, and I said that if I had won, you know, Princess would have stayed, you know, longer in the house. So that was one of my saddest moments in the house.
All right, Leo.
The saddest moment was obviously the day we got evicted, and that wasn't actually because of the eviction. It was because Alex was really crying and wailing. It's something that I expected to happen, but I didn't like envisage it to be that intense.
Yeah.
Okay. Questions rolling questions.
Please ask Leo why he slept so much in the house. That was really boring.
Yummy.
And then ask Ifu why she didn't shoot her shot with Rico. Why did she feel as though everyone in the house wasn't enough to be in a relationship with?
Oh God.
Very serious.
How do I begin with that? Shoot my shot with Rico. I think that I wanted to kiss Rico because I had felt like I had been kissed. I had stabbed myself, you know, with regards to kissing for a while, and I felt like he was the only guy I felt connected to at that point. With regards to kissing, it wasn't beyond that. So I mean, there was no shooting of shots as far as that was concerned. And then why I didn't feel anyone was enough for me, on December 31st, I said to myself that I was going to be intentionally single this year. But if I wanted to do anything with anyone, I would just do that and move on. So I went into the house not wanting to be in any relationship. And I also felt like that would, I mean, you don't know how honest the person, if you wanted to date someone, would be, and if they want to use that against you. So you want your head to be clear in the game. You don't want someone using your love or your likeness or whatever for them against you. Yeah, so it wasn't like anyone wasn't enough for me. And honestly speaking, I wasn't even really attracted to anyone in that way. I mean, I always said I was attracted to Leo's mind because I love people who are always thinking ahead, you know, of the present situation. And he is very ambitious, and you know, he's mentally okay. I love that about him. And I also like Teddy A because he was quite real, but it wasn't anything that would now lead to a relationship like, okay, I want to be calling you at night, or I want you to be grabbing my ass.
What did you guys oh wow, is it
Leo
serious?
didn't answer the sleeping question.
Okay, he didn't. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. I was asked that by Rico on the live show, so I'm gonna say the same thing. It's kind of like when you have 20 people in the house, and when you're someone that listens a lot, you figure everyone out really quickly, and you just don't find a lot of depth in the conversations anymore. So I decided to rest.
Entertainment. People want to be entertained at some point.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you were entertaining?
Well, from what I see on social media, I actually was. A lot of people call me Littlefinger.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Littlefinger is one of the greatest characters on Game of Thrones.
It's the greatest.
One of the most entertaining characters on Game of Thrones.
He had all the characters that. Are you sure you want to be Littlefinger?
I don't want to be Littlefinger. Obviously, that's why I said perception.
Okay.
You know, people just spun narratives that they wanted to spin. You know, and to really and truly, I like the fact that a lot of people didn't go with those narratives about me.
Okay.
A lot of people were actually.
What were the negative things you heard about you?
Well,
Littlefinger?
Yeah, one of the negative things was I was leading Alex on. You understand? And I think that was an issue because a lot of people did not understand that I actually had a conversation with her, like right from the start. I think it's more of the narrative of me being a bad person was just to be spun.
Yeah, it almost feels like some of the stuff you guys heard about you was like what? How bad was it really? Well,
I think mine was really bad. I mean, because people took a lot of things I said to the extreme. Like when I was asked my thoughts on Bam Bam, and I said my thoughts based on what had happened in the house. People need to understand that in the beginning, Bam Bam was someone that I really respected. And if I hold you up here and you do something like that, it would really hurt me and I get emotional. I don't get mad when people I don't like do things to me. You understand? But, you know, she was someone I respected a lot. And then when that happened, I think, yeah, maybe I took it way overboard because I always said it because I was really hurt. But
somebody might not know what that is.
Okay,
what
okay.
Yeah.
So it was a Pepsi challenge where we were supposed to keep our hats away from our mats, and then whenever we heard the music, you know, find our hats and, you know, dance with the hats on. And she removed our hats completely and replaced our hats with hers. And then one of the things she was saying was that, oh, you're not supposed to keep your hats close to your mat. But then that was the same place she kept your hat, you know. And before then, I held her up here. But when that happened, I was like, really? I mean, like, seriously, guys. I remember when this started, I was actually on a mat. Your partner had no mat, but I left it for you guys because I felt like you guys deserve this thing. So why would you do me dirty? Like, if it was coming from someone I had a fight with earlier, and I would understand. And you're someone that I actually hold up here. So I think that people coming to say that I hate her and I'm jealous of her is really crazy, because really, how do I? And people are saying that I wanted back Teddy. How? Really? I didn't want any man in the house.
Anything out there for anything for them? Any questions online? Leo, how bad?
To be honest, not even bad. I just found a lot of things funny.
Tell us, like what?
Like the little finger stuff.
Yes, they call me a man.
Like me being a slave and whatnot.
Shady.
You know,
that's why I think that's where the little finger
like
comparison came in.
Okay, there was one thing where I was speaking to someone yesterday, and they were like, I was always advising Toby and Cece different things, and I'm like, because the both of them were giving me different things. I never sat down with both of them together to talk to them. So if someone is giving me something, it is what you give me that I'm going to give you back. You know, what you want to hear. Same thing with Toby as well. So Toby is my boy. I cannot be dilly-dally with him. You understand? So that was just it, really and truly. I just found a lot of things, you know, things like that.
But this is the reason why I said that. Sorry, this is the reason why I said that, and I'm of the opinion that it is quite a social experiment. Yeah. What it is when you put people in the house and other people are watching, they're not there with you guys.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you get, so everybody's going to form off their own opinion of what it is that they see, or what it is that they seem to see, or what it is that they take. We're watching a movie, so many people are taking so many things from that one movie. You know what I mean? So, which is why I like the fact that he said you have to push your own narrative, because everyone is always going to form their narrative about you. It's just right there. They're watching you 24 hours.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you're not even watching at the beginning.
You're not watching at the beginning.
I read
some
certain comments.
Yeah.
You know, someone thought that I was troublemaking. I was always going at Toby. But then
it's a human being.
The reality was that Toby always came at me. I mean, I think it was him or Teddy who asked one time, "Why do you have an issue with IFU? Like, why are you always going at her?" And I'm a bully's bully. You can't bully me. If you're a bully, I'll bully you. You understand? You don't bring shit to me and I don't treat it. I would treat it, especially when I feel like you think you can just walk over me. You understand? So yeah, people we wouldn't see like the beginning of a fight or wherever something started, and then they form their narrative based on what the camera is showing them at that point. And you know, for me, about the negative comments, I got a lot of it. You know, a lot of people called me homosexual, transgender, because I work out. Hello guys, it's a good thing that you work out, yeah. It's really crazy. But then there was a lot of love that I got. I got a lot of love from people who would say, oh, she's really talented, she's this and it's that. Some even call me drunk, because I was always holding my bottle of Legend every Saturday night. But that's the only way I know how to drink, because before then I was a huge fan of vodka and I would always drink from my bottle. And now that, you know, I'm not drinking the vodka so much and I'm drinking the stout, the Legend, I want to hold it that way. But then the truth is, when I drink the Legend, do I get drunk? Do I misbehave? No. Even on Saturday, you know, before the eve of the day we got evicted, I outdrank Rico, but he was the one throwing up, and I was the one I made noodles for almost everyone, and this is someone they call a drunk, and I basically took care of him. So what are you guys saying? I mean, that really hurt me. But when I see the positive comments, people saying nice things to me, people appreciating me, people saying they want to meet me, I forget about the haters, you know. But I also appreciate the haters, because I mean they make up the following.
What was the percentage in the votes? I didn't know.
It was quite low. It was quite low. We got the least percentage. It was 10%, and what was the highest was about 30 something. Yeah, we got about 10 point something percent.
We have some questions on Twitter. So this is for you, Leo. What message do you have for Alex as she's still heartbroken in the house?
I really wish you could hear me.
And how do you intend to help her after BB Naija? Help her in what way? What do you mean?
I really wish you could hear me. You know, Alex.
You can help. Somebody can help.
You're
somebody.
on the live thing.
Okay, Alex is a very, very, amazing girl. A lot of people don't know the kind of talents that she has. She's very good at writing, and I just pray, Nigerians can actually see her talents and not focus on the fact that she's actually very emotional.
Okay.
So yeah, I just, Alex, keep going, girl. I've got your back. We'll keep pushing for your stay in the house. That's just it.